psychotronics. You guys get into the psychotronics immediately in this first room. Let me open up the map for y'all. You notice in this immediate vicinity, this larger room that has this catwalk that walks through the middle. There is 4 pods, 2 on each side. And inside of these pods, they almost look like cryo chambers of some sort that house these phantoms inside of them. And inside the chamber, you can see they're kind of malformed and twisted up on the inside. And there's this tube that comes out the top of these cryo chambers of sorts that looks like it's sucking this purplish black energy out of the top. Immediately to the right of this room, this larger room that you're standing before, you see another offshoot room that has like windows that go out into the space. You can see the outside of the space station from here. And inside that room is a large machine of some sort that you probably figure out is the fabricator. As you notice, the fabricator is currently on the fritz. It's staticking, it's shooting up and down. Not knowing what causes it, your attention is immediately guided to this large dome that sits just south of your current location. And there is this sort of creature, this Typhon entity, that is flying around the inside of this dome that has this like fire shooting off of it. As you see some of this fire pulls off of this entity, you can see it drift towards the machinery in the distance, and you see it sparkle and crack a little bit harder. So that's what we're picking up today.
Oh, weavers. I love weavers, dude.
The Weaver. So, I have placed your tokens at the top of the map, and we will take this as we have been. You can explore freely until you step on mimics or something like that, or trigger something. But in this immediate vicinity, it strangely seems a little bit cleaner than everything else, giving you sort of a comfortable feeling that there may not be immediate tiny mimics in the area.
So if I go look...
Oh, let me open the tokens. There you go. Try it now.
If I move myself here, what do I see?
So this would be right here where you see this kind of trapezoids, the 2 trapezoids. There's one, let's say there's one there, one here, and then there's 2 on the opposite side. Those are the cryo chambers for the phantoms. And you can see inside each of them has a phantom currently that's all like tangled, almost like its essence is being pulled from it. And out the top, there's like a big tube at the top.
Can I inspect them to see if I see anything interesting?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Investigation sucks. Oh, that really sucks.
Yeah, as you get a little bit closer, it has like these windows on the cryo chambers, right where the face would be if it was a humanoid that was sitting inside. As you like put your face in to give a look, the phantom that's in there, it goes from being motionless and it's just like it just pierces right up against the window, staring at you. And as that happens, you can kind of see some of its body pulled off of it and up into the tube.
Like, sucks for you. Okay. Is any of you ladies gonna follow me?
Didn't know you were leading.
No, moved out further.
Who's got your back?
Pat, so how long has this been since we've been around exploring?
It would probably have taken you roughly 10 minutes or so to get up here from, or get down here from the crew quarters. So a total of maybe 25-30 minutes of running around here from the crew quarters.
How long is our
Your telepathic link.
I think the last time I rolled was like 3 hours, I think.
Oh, you're still perfectly fine. You guys haven't been exploring for beyond 3 hours. You guys haven't taken a rest or anything like that yet, so.
Yeah, I already the one thing that could run out is the bond.
Yeah.
Probably gonna reapply that now.
What's over here?
Okay, yeah. In this right room, immediately where this square is a machine that is currently sparking with this fire-like energy. And it looks like a giant 3D printer is the best way to put it. It has a slot where you put what appears to be cubes of material, and then you hit the button and you hit the recipe, and it creates that thing.
Yes.
So it actually has a spot where it looks like you have the recipe for the key card. You could put the recipe in.
Ah, okay. We have the recipe.
Correct. The machine is currently not operational, though, due to this fiery influence. But I also want you to make a perception check from inside here.
I was going to say, do we see any sprinklers?
Could I do a perception check?
Yes, you can if you are helping look.
I am, but I'm.
Where's your
My
token?
token's not on here.
Yeah, my bad.
Is that right?
Let me drop you on here. Boop.
Yes, there I am. Okay, so refresher. Go
Are we
into
all doing a
perception,
perception?
Anyone that would like.
and then you hold down the plus on the +4, right?
You just pull it off of your character sheet on the skills tab.
Okay.
My rolls are sucking.
There you
Not
go.
the best.
It's okay. Not a difficult check by any means. You notice just beyond the fabricator, there is like windows that open out into Wildspace. And you catch a glimpse of what looks to be a person that's pressed up against the window. And they sort of catch your attention as well and start tapping at the glass. Doom, 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 doom.
Danielle Shaw. That name sounds familiar.
Faux show. She would be right behind the fabricator, I would say.
And she's just tapping on the glass.
Yeah.
I will walk over slowly and be like, hi.
You'll see she kind of presses her hand up against her helmet and goes, I don't have long. I've been stuck out here for some time and I couldn't find any way in. All the airlocks are closed. But be careful up there. There's some crazy person up in the bridge.
Oh. Crazy person in
Do
the
you need us to help you let you back in?
I haven't been able to open any of their locks. Have you all?
You might want to Django the handle to get it to open up.
Oh.
I think she'd kind of look confused. In a very dry manner, she'd be like, I tried, but it's a little heavy. Can't get it from the outside.
So before we let you go, Einstein, get your ass over here.
He comes over. Yeah, what's up?
Okay, you got a lady or a dude out here. Okay, what's your name?
My name is Danielle Show.
Okay, Einstein, do you know who this person is?
Yeah, he leans over to you. He's like, she's kind of a bitch.
Okay, well, I'll ask this bitch some questions so we know this is really this bitch.
He walks over to the glass. Dung, dung, dung. Hey, why do you always gotta stick up your ass? And she's like, I will have you know. And then she kind of like loses she takes a deep breath for a second, realizing she can't get frustrated due to the lack of oxygen. I apologize. He's like, yeah, I don't trust her. She would never apologize.
Okay, so that means she's the real deal. Okay, glass. We got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If we shot it, would it break?
No, actually. And that's a funny thing that you mentioned that. Because this glass is seemingly magical to a certain degree of resistance. That way it stays here in space easier. And most of the glass, similar to like the one that you had with the previous booth, the security booth, when you dealt damage to the glass, it immediately repaired itself. So you'd imagine it'd probably take a massive amount of force, a magical force at that, to overcome the barrier. Probably more than you are currently capable of presenting.
This made me think of Han Solo there. Anyone ever see episode 7? He says that's not how the Force works. That's not how the Force works.
That's not how the Force works. That's how the magic works, then.
Alright, I asked her, where's the nearest airlock?
We're not too far from the shuttle bay.
Okay. You go to the shuttle bay, we'll see if we can get it open, under one condition.
Also, note for you guys, you already have the shuttle bay one unlocked because you came in with the key card.
Ah, okay. We have our ship there. You should be able to get into the shuttle bay. You go there, you have to help us fight crazy upstairs. Deal?
Crazy. I don't have any combat experience.
Fine, go to the shuttle bay and get to our ship.
Alright, are you the only ones there, or?
Yes, sadly.
Okay. Well, I'll make haste. Thanks. I owe you one.
You do. Okay. Alright.
Hunter, I think your mic's on the fritz a little bit. It's like...
Sorry. It's a fan. I got a fan on me. I get hot really easy. Yeah. Is it better?
Then if
It's only when you talk.
Okay.
If we can't do anything, let me ask you this: do I see any way to get rid of the fire?
Looking in this big chamber, you see that weaver with that same kind of fire energy coming off of it.
Okay, there's no way to blow it up. Okay, let's go explore. What's over here?
Over here, you see what looks to be some control panels that maybe monitors the containment tubes.
Is there a big red button?
Currently, none of them are on because they are also under the same effects of the fire.
You know what's gonna frickin' happen. I know exactly what's gonna happen here, and good old Baron's not gonna like this idea. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of our traps that we have, good old Garrett's. We are going to set it in the center of these container tubes. Because as soon as we turn on this power to get rid of that fire, if this control panel's off, how much you want to bet when we turn it back on, it's going to release the hatches. And these things are going to fucking come out. See what I'm going with here? If we keep it right in the center, as soon as the release is open, they should walk out right into the middle. Hold on. They should probably come out like right around here. So if we put like a trap here, I forget what that trap's called. And
The recycler charges.
Thank you. Put recycler charge here. As soon as we turn on this power to get rid of the fire, that might turn that control panel on, which release these guys. I think I know what someone's thinking here and wants to kill us. We can kill them first. He likes my idea.
Well, I can tell you have put a lot of thought into this.
If we put a trap down, can we pick it up if we don't use it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, then it's a win-win situation.
We just can't be
yeah.
next to it because it will kill us.
Well, yeah.
It's a bad trap. It'll send us into a black hole.
That it does. It opens up like a mini black hole.
That's great.
Who has that recycle charge? Because I know I used mine for his trap last time.
Oh, you used it? That's right, you did. I might have one, but I know we had a couple. I do have one. How do I use mine?
You can just say you place it there, and then we'll have you roll for damage if it gets set off. You are the only one that has one currently.
Oh, perfect. I just duplicated it, I think, by accident. Oh,
You
and I
live for
just
damage.
cool. Okay. Alright, sweet. So I will say right where the tip of my arrow is, that's what we're going to put right in the middle of all of them.
Okay.
So,
What would you like to set as the trigger? Do you want to run like a string through the pin and tie it to each of their doors if they open up kind of thing, or?
yes. If they open up, that blows.
Okay. Well, give me a sleight of hand check for rigging your trap.
Oh man, what if you accidentally set it off yourself?
There is a chance. Oh yeah. So you
don't need to.
you
Garrett happened.
you feel pretty confident. Yeah, you're essentially handling like a mini black hole. You reg this thing up and tie a string, one continuous string, all the way through each of the handles of the doors to the cryo chambers. And if they get pulled a little bit, it'll pull the pin out of the recycler charge and essentially suck everything in the vicinity into the mini black hole. So you feel confident in your rigging.
Yeah, you use the bomb. Nice.
Yeah.
An extra D4.
So you're still left with the Weaver down in the dome field just slightly below your location that is also emitting that fire energy.
Well, I will start walking my happy ass down here. Right, actually, I'll stop right about here, and then I'll just like look slightly down each of these hallways, because
Yeah, you see from this dome, the dome is made from the same material that most of the space station glass is to see through, and you do notice immediately on the other side there is a enter chamber, like a way to get into the chamber. There's like a doorway that lets you in, and it seems to be like a one-way entrance currently because of this thing inside. It's being used to keep here. Looking down the hallways, they look fairly clean, except in your immediate vicinity you do notice there looks to be a potion of healing of some kind immediately on the floor.
That's a trap.
It's a mimic. It's a healing potion.
That
That would suck.
Healing.
You're an evil motherfucker.
Edward, you're the recruit.
You want me to pick it up?
Wow.
Can I throw a rock at it or something?
You can if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
There
Okay.
you go.
Give me a dexterity check.
Oh, not dexterity, man.
Don't worry,
Oh,
you have plus
shit.
4 to the roll because I gave you the emboldening bond. The D4, excuse me, not a plus 4.
Actually, my dexterity's good.
Whew! From a 2 to a 18 on the die, and then roll a d4 extra.
I can roll a D4. It's
Yep.
This is
We'll say, and also go ahead and roll a d4 for damage,
D4.
and we'll add. You got 3, so it deals 6 damage. So as you yeet it, and it's also a surprise on the mimic, so it doubles the damage. You yeet this rock, and it hits the bottle, and you just see it and crumble into like a core on the ground.
Cool.
So it was indeed a mimic that was disguised as a potion of healing.
You killed it on the first time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Edward for you.
The weak mimic.
There was a weaker one.
It's alright. Whatever you guys can tell yourselves.
So this Typhon in here, I'm assuming we gotta kill it. So
Yes.
can it see us right now?
Oh yeah, it definitely can see you through the glass.
He's waiting for us to come in.
Yeah, he doesn't have any way of hurting you on the outside currently, it seems. This also looks like an experimental chamber of some sort. And you'd probably see signs above that go down each hallway to testbed 1 and 2.
Interesting. Well, if
Alright.
the chamber could also be not just a housing, like containment field type thing. It could also have some type of like probes or tests within the chamber. So with controls on the outside.
Let me ask you this. right over here, and on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Going here. Are these entrances in as well?
No. So those squares, you can't see them yet, but those essentially act as part of the experiments. You'll see when you get in there.
What about down there?
The bottom one is the entrance.
Alright, then what is... hold on. Then this right here is not an entrance.
Correct. It's just the viewing window.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Can you open the map for me, please? Thank you. Okay, this is what I would like to do. Oh, shit. Down this path with the 30, I would like Garrett, Edgeworth, Barrett. You guys go down this side. Me and Cordell will go down the 35 side.
I also accidentally closed my map.
And we will
Mm-hmm.
meet at the bottom.
Which side did you want me to go down there, Captain?
30. You're gonna go
Left
down the
side.
30 side.
Okay, I left.
Now, hold on. Before we go, Baron, get your happy ass down here. Alright. See me here.
Happen.
There he is. You're going with Garrett, sir. Alright. Okay.
Garrett
All right,
and Edward.
Pat, I will let you be the deciding factor, whoever you want to go first.
We'll do the right side first, because that one is easier.
Is that the 35 or the 30?
Yep, the 35.
Okay, me and Cordell. Alright, what do we... Well, actually, we will take it slowly.
So this first thing on the right you see is kind of like a teller window. It has like a slat that you can lift up and then put down. And it looks like a checkout room from an armory. You can't get in on this side, but you can get in on the bottom side.
Cordell, we need to see if we can find some cuts. Alright, then...
I like that idea.
I guess we'll just keep going down. We peek through this doorway right here. How do we see what else will be on this side?
Okay. Yeah, it's currently in this area is an empty glass chamber unit in the middle with a control panel of sorts directly on the right side of it. And immediately to your right is an open door to the armory.
Alright, Cordell, let's look at the armor first.
All right.
Let's look
Let's
and
do
peek
that.
our heads in and do we see anything bad?
Place looks ransacked. Like, people have looted this to all hell. However, you can go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Better be something.
Good pleasure.
Yeah, mimics. You got
Good
mimics in there.
investigation.
Okay. Yeah. So, Cordell, you open up one of the lockers, and you see two shiny shotguns of some sort with a pack of ammo on the bottom and a med pack next to it.
Oh, it's all mimics, bro. I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, Captain, since you've got the skills to find and detect traps, I need your help finding and detecting traps on any of that stuff.
Alright, I will do that. How do I do that?
Go ahead, if you would like to investigate it, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check for checking for traps on these things. Oh yeah. So you immediately are you're going in, you're getting close, you're touching the med pack, making sure nothing's on it. Then you move to the ammo, you can lift it up without issue, nothing seems to be attached. You grab one of the shotguns and pull it, and it doesn't seem to have anything attached to it. And then you go to check out the last one, and you feel your hand get stuck to it.
There it is.
And it turns into a mimic that gets a surprise attack on you. Let me just. These ones are the skinnier beans, so let me just, for sake, to throw them in here. We won't need to roll for initiative because I think he's going to die in one hit, but he gets the surprise attack on you at least. We'll say with the tendril to Edward Kenway. That is a 23 to hit.
Can I take half damage?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and click your thing.
What's it here?
Uncanny
Uncanny
dodge.
Yes.
Correct. You take 2 damage. There you go.
Nice.
And we'll say with both of you can give me an attack roll at the mimic. And then I will give you the goodies. That hits. Items.
And I believe Edward could get sneak attack on it because Cordell's right next to you.
I won't need it. 100% won't need it. So the shotgun you do find is magical. What you believe.
1 plus 2. Plus 1 or plus 2?
That you don't know currently.
Alright. Cordell, rock paper scissors for it?
You can have it.
You sure?
I like my pistol.
Alright,
So
I'll
far,
take
my
the
pistol does more damage than your
I
shotgun.
know someone who uses shotguns.
shot. I got a plus 1. Have it. Or if it's good, I'll take it.
Naturally.
I only have a +1 shotgun. So let me go ahead and
Alright, how do
throw.
I add it to my...
Boop, it's in there. And then there
Oh, it
is.
says it's a-
You can. Yeah, I didn't hide it, but yeah, I also have 20 extra ammo and the med kit, which I think you already have a med kit. No, you don't.
Do you want it Edgeworth?
Possibly.
Is it... I got a plus 1 shotgun already.
We gotta
I
meet
might
up
need
first.
it.
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
Alright, well, let's then go look at this control panel.
Currently on the fritz.
Is there a big red button I can push?
It has the fire wrapping around all the electronics.
Alright. I guess we keep going on what's in this room.
The hallway goes down. These are kind of like offshoot closets. Nothing special in here. But then it cycles back around to the stairs that lead into the chamber. So we'll cut over to 30-foot team. This one's going to be a little more interesting. And so we'll say this is happening concurrently while you guys are checking the right side out. So you guys will not be able to assist with anything that's happening. So who would like to helm the left side?
I will.
Okay. So
I'll edge.
you
I'll
carry
edge myself along.
on down the hallway, and you see a closet immediately to your right that looks kind of tossed about. And then you lead into this other chamber. As you turn the corner, you see a human that is standing inside of that rectangle inside of the room. He's glassed off, and he runs over. He's got this pendant on, this religious iconography, and he starts banging on the glass. You gotta help me! You gotta help me! And all of a sudden, this weaver flies over, zaps him, and you see him turn into an electricity mimic, like an electric typhon.
Ah.
So inside it is currently contained inside this like little rectangle room, but there is a phantom that has electricity just all over it.
Hockey. We know.
I think I'm resistant to electricity?
Possibly, yeah. You bound your dragon type. Or is it cold?
I think it's electricity, because don't I have electric breath? I think I have, like, lightning breath. Hold on.
Yeah, you do.
I think it was lightning.
You do.
Yeah, so it is lightning. Yeah, so I'm lightning resistant. Hey, I was made for this place. Alright, so where's this phantom at?
I'm putting him on the map.
Wow.
He's inside
Wow.
the room there.
Oh. He's inside, I see.
And currently you don't see any way of how to open that door.
That's fine. I don't think we really need to worry about opening it right this second.
There is a control panel that is also on the fritz right here in front of it.
Interesting. And the Weaver's right there looking at us.
Yeah, from your current perspective, it looked like the Weaver turned that man into this phantom.
Yeah. Yeah, to spite us. Alright. Get a little closer, I guess, and investigate.
It will move back and just keep a distance. So investigating, you just see inside there's this phantom, which I can pull up a picture for you because I don't believe you've seen the phantom.
I haven't. Kind of making me want to play Prey right now, though.
It's awesome. Great game. Great game. So imagine this guy. He stands about 6 feet tall with electricity, blue electricity running off of his body.
Cool. Very cool. Alright. Control panels just kind of buzzing over there.
Yeah, and it has that same fire-like energy that looks like it is also similar to the fire on the Weaver.
Alright, well, is there anything else in the room besides this this cage housing this phantom?
No, it looks fairly clean in here.
Interesting. It surely couldn't just manage to get its way out if I was to, I don't know, move towards the exit.
Door stays closed.
Okay. Then I guess we'll see you later.
Okay.
If there's nothing else in the room, then we'll just continue. So, looked at it, said, "Wow, that's weird," and left.
It's mainly to give you a teaser of what this monster can do.
That's great. That's great. All right, well, I guess we're meeting back up then.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
So immediately in front of you guys, when you get down to the bottom, you see this. It's kind of like a very weird one-way door currently. It looks like it's completely open, but almost like if it was holding back water without a door actually being there. Like you can immediately step into it and be in the room, but coming out it looks like a different story. And it's like a giant doorway. It's probably like 10 foot by 10 foot.
It's basically like a one-way mirror type look to it.
Yeah, you can see on the inside, and it has like this kind of wave-like energy on the inside there.
Oh, I kind of lagged out there for a second. What did I miss?
So you can see like this wave-like energy on the other side of the door. So it almost looks like it's kind of holding back something inside of that chamber.
Excellent. Okay.
Hey, Edward.
You want me to go in?
Take
I'm gonna go in first.
Go first. Take
Sure, why not? I step through.
As soon as you step through, you hear a voice penetrate over your body. Microgravity detected. And then immediately you start floating.
Aw, shit, I'm floating.
So while you're in the limited gravity, you have partial control of your movement. So while in the microgravity, you get half speed.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So currently you are just drifting inside of this chamber, and you see the Weaver turns, and it starts letting out a whole bunch of these like little fireballs. And we're gonna roll initiative.
That's awesome.
I guess we're following now.
I hope so.
Edgeworth, you also are the one that set this thing off. So I would like you to roll 2d6, because that's how many little fireballs are generated.
2d6. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. How do I get minus? Minus. I've got too many. I picked up too many. I don't want to roll this.
Just drop it. It's okay.
He's rolling
no.
out of the chat.
Okay. Alright. I wanted to do ×2.
Ooh.
That's a lot of cystoids. Okay.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, so
Alright,
these will
I
be...
forget, what is the initial? Oh, it's the...
Let me show you. I think I have a picture of what these little balls look like. I do.
I like the thing Mario throws.
No, these are kind of like little Typhon balls, except they're lit on fire, and they as soon as they get spit out, the Weaver kind of just plops them all out. They immediately catch fire and start to move in the direction of the nearest person.
It's awesome.
Well, I assume that Edward gave shotgun, right?
I will say for that sake, yeah. If you wanted.
Alright, that works.
Here, I can drag
just
it
give
in.
it to him. Let's say we give it to him,
Alrighty.
yeah. And give him some of the ammo.
There you go.
For any good time to use a new magical weapon, and then
So Cordell's first, Baron, Garrett, Edward, then I'm last, then the Weaver.
Oh, I didn't even roll for the Weaver yet.
Battle, let's go.
I didn't roll for the Weaver yet.
You know what is funny? The shotgun actually does exactly as much damage as my bundle does.
Yeah, they're the same.
Alright, well, let's...
So let me go ahead and drag these on here.
do a shot.
Boom! Now I'll roll their initiative.
I'm last, that's sad.
All the cystoids share the same initiative because they all move together.
That's great.
Oh, not that one though. That was there. Yeah, they kind of are a pack. Kind of for simplicity's sake, I'm only going to put one in there. We'll say number uno. You'll find out why in a second. And then we'll just multiply the damage that they do upon contact. So, cystoid first. They immediately sense you two floating in here. And they are going to move. They used 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They will not dash. That will be their turn. Cordell.
Okay. Screw it. We're gonna take a shot at the cystoid type
Okay.
first attack.
As you shoot from the outside of the containment field, the bullet gets trapped right into the field in between the two. It doesn't seem to be affected from the outside.
Well, that means I'm pretty much going to be ineffective because I've only got 15 hit points of health for this fight. So We need a new strategy.
You need that potion of mimic healing.
So that's your first attack there, Cordell.
Yeah. Let's see here. What have I got? I got 59 points of damage versus 74. Okay, so first attack was ineffective. Screw it. We're gonna move. What is that? 3, 4.
And inside the sphere is half speed. Because you start to float.
So that puts me there. All right, I'll take my second shot.
Okay. On Cystoid.
Load of it.
That hits. So,
Yes.
in this case,
Okay.
they all have 1 hit point. And you are using piercing weapon. Go ahead. So there is 9 of them. So go ahead and roll a d6, and this is how many you take out. 6.
I see. Nice! Good job,
Wow.
Cordell.
So you take out 6 of the cystoids. And you watch as... I think you would hit one of them with the pistol, because it's pretty direct. But as you hit it, it pops like... And then immediately, chain reactions... And hits 5 more. And there are still 3 heading in your guys' direction. So that was your second attack there,
Well,
Cordell.
that's my turn. Yes, it is.
Okay. Baron.
Actually, before we end my turn, can I grab that bullet that's apparently stationary?
Yes. Yes, you can.
No.
Pull it. You pick it right out of the field in between where it tried to enter in.
Alright, I'll keep it in my pocket.
Okay.
Lucky bullet.
Your lucky bullet.
How much was it?
Alrighty, Baron.
Okay. Did Edward just walk in?
Yeah, everyone's inside. It's
Edward or Edward?
me.
Yes. Yes, I'm in.
Okay. I could have done something. Can't walk in,
Walk in and do it.
but I'm not walking in.
Wow. Boo. Oh. Thank you, sweetheart. I know, something like that.
Are you going in, Garrett?
Depends on how my turn plays out, if I can do the things I want to try to do.
Does it
I'd
feel
say
like
it's
we
likely.
get stuck with if we just put our hand in?
Give me an insight check. Because without knowing what they experience, they kind of seem, as soon as they go in, they get pulled in fully. Yeah. So as you sort of watch, as soon as they get encapsulated by the energy on the other side, it kind of sucks them through. So they are fully within the chamber.
Sorry, y'all. Do that part.
It's alright.
Microgravity. Tasha's. The book? Daniel? The book?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
book?
Tasha.
Tasha's book?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. I'm gonna summon construct, so it's an NPC.
Okay. Construct. Does it have any stats in particular that it uses?
Yeah, it's just a full stat block.
Oh.
If you have it full, if not, then that must be something else.
Tasha's cauldron. The spirit clay or the metal or the stone? They all look surprisingly the same. I think you have to have the material to do the spell, would be my guess.
I had the components.
Oh, okay.
If that's a problem, I
It's all good. I'm just not familiar. Summon construct, right?
Yep.
So you have the stone or the lockbox, and then the worth 400 gold.
Yep.
So which one do you have? The stone or the lockbox?
It says on my.
Because it.
It comes up next stuff. It requires those. I have those.
Oh, okay, yeah. Worth at least 400 gold pieces. In the. So which one would you like? Choose a material: clay, metal, or stone. It shares your initiative counts, but takes a turn immediately after yours. I think there's only one difference between all of them, and that is the clay one.
The metal.
You want the metal? Okay. So we'll throw the metal one in. It's going to share your initiative. And I'll drop it in. 19. We'll just put it at 18 so it's underneath you. Okay. We'll drop him in there next to you. And you can command it.
I'm gonna throw it 19 here.
Where done into the thing?
Right inside. 90 feet from me.
In here.
Yep.
Okay. Gets sucked in. And he's right there next to the Typhon, I'm assuming? You want it next to the Weaver? Daniel?
Yep.
Next.
Yep. Sorry, I was trying. Yeah.
In
It's a fever, and it's got 40 HP.
It's 40 HP already, and it makes a number of attacks equal to half the spell's level rounded down, so it'd be 2 because you cast that 4th spell, the 4th level. So, you would like it to attack the Weaver?
We'll do that with the slam.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a spell attack for me. Because it just uses your modifiers. And you're going to learn something fun. And actually, I think it's actually, this is the perfect thing. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. You're going to find out.
No matter how it turns out, this is like a smart play. I like this.
You're also going to find out something very interesting about this Weaver. 11 misses, unfortunately.
Can I
Yeah.
have a reroll?
With what?
My luck.
I thought you used them all.
Did I use them all?
Yeah, check your.
You got to mark them. You never mark them off on your sheet, but I'm pretty sure you used 3 throughout the whole dungeon so far.
Okay, then never mind that. We'll say that I did.
So that was the first attack. Baron, would you like to make another one? That does hit. So instead of rolling damage for the first one, it triggers the Weaver's Backlash ability. So the Weaver takes 0 damage, and the attacker takes 4d8 damage. So, and as this happens, the construct immediately gets hit with the psychic damage, and then the fire dispels off of the Weaver for current usage. So it seems vulnerable.
Does it take the fire damage to the body?
For which one?
When it, I don't know if the Weaver did the damage, but if the construct is hit by a melee attack, you get the reaction.
It wasn't a melee attack.
Okay.
The Weaver doesn't have technically any attacks, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So is that it?
I will use... Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Go to Garrett.
So it attacked the construct and fire surrounded the construct.
So the fire that was around the Weaver, as soon as the construct hit the Weaver, the fire just dissipated, and the construct took the damage in its place, essentially. So now the Weaver is no longer on fire, at least currently.
I have a feeling as soon as we hit it again, it's gonna then take the hits, but then the fire is gonna come back. And then the next hit, whoever hits him is gonna suffer the damage. That's what I think is gonna happen. I would say to test this theory, Garrett, I would shoot him.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
That would be my suggestion.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get in there first.
Okay.
Me, it's my turn actually. Alright, so
It is indeed your turn.
And die if you dare.
yeah, because right now the only thing I could attack is the size toy, size torts. But I think I'll be like I do want to find out like okay how we're gonna attack this Weaver. So I'm gonna become that Mixie Bullock can take care of the size toy. I'm gonna go in there. Gonna go in there.
Microgravity detected.
5, 10.
And he floating.
Yeah, you immediately, as soon as you enter in, you're starting to float and drift.
So how big is this thing?
The whole dome? Or...
Yeah.
The whole dome is 50 foot in radius.
Okay. Well, I would have done my really good time for the steady aim, but I can't quite do that because I needed to get in. So instead, I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate my boots jumping, ring of jumping.
Okay.
It's a ring of jumping. If I'm like approach a wall or a roof, I can use that.
To kick off a little bit.
Exactly. Alright. I don't know if I have enough movement because normally I have 25
You get sucked in.
movement and I use 15. that in.
We'll say you get inside.
Range on this way. Let's see. So I use the bonus ring.
You do get sneak
So
attack
how-
because the
how
construct is there.
Okay, that's good. How much movement would you say I have left in me? So I know the rest of the movement is half tier.
Probably one more square, and we'll say you can shove past your allies.
I have 10 feet left.
Yeah, so one more. We'll say one more square, but you can shove past your allies. You guys are kind of all immediately on the other side of the door, so you can pick any of the squares immediately around your allies.
Guess that won't affect me much, so I'm just gonna stay.
So, like, stay there on the entrance.
Yeah, behind.
Hide behind Edgeward.
Good idea. That's what I would do.
To, okay. Yeah, I'll take a risk. And I'm going to try to aim my revolver. I think we're a bit far. And I'm gonna just try to shoot my revolver at the Weaver.
Yeah. So
Hang on,
let me see the distance on your
No,
revolver.
actually, better idea. I forgot I even had this. I'll use my short bow.
Okay.
That has 80 range, and it could be good for a straight roll.
It also is not a magical short bow, so this will be interesting.
That's true. That's Anyway, we're experimenting. This is not my capability.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an attack. That hits. You get sneak attack. Immediately, as soon as it gets hit, it's going to use its reaction and shrill out in pain, and anything within 15 feet is subjected to frighten. But I don't think the construct can be frightened. It cannot, so it doesn't have any effect currently.
It would frighten, disable an attack or something?
It gives you disadvantage if you can see the thing that you're frightened of, and you cannot willingly move towards a thing that you're frightened of.
Interesting.
So, the construct is immune to frighten, so it is not affected. The fire has not returned yet,
Interesting.
contrary to Edward's belief.
Wow, our captain's dumb.
So, Garrett, is that your turn? You have movement, bonus action, action.
That was my action. I did my bonus, which creates a ring of jumping. If I have the jump spell on me, that's more or less all I can really do right now. So I'll be in my turn.
Okay. Edward Goonway. You got 3 cystoids currently coming towards you, and you see the Weaver is taking heavy hits. It's looking pretty rough after the first hit, actually. It doesn't seem terribly beefy.
Gotcha.
You got this.
I had an idea since our good friend Mr. Baron made a metal construct. Would I be able to use heat metal on it since it's right next to this Typhon?
It would damage the
Maybe
construct,
uh-huh.
and I would rule that it would just take an additional little bit of fire damage if it got hit by the construct. Unless the construct would grapple it, which I don't believe it has in its capabilities.
Yeah, but then it would be like a whole turn. It would have been something if our initiative is different. If I was before Baron Or actually, no. It would have been maybe right after. It would have lined up better. I'll just, we got cystoids coming our way. I'm gonna make sure that we don't get hit by those, I guess.
Okay. Pull out your blunderbuss or your shotgun.
I'll pull out the, how much ammo do I have for said shotgun, by the way?
It shares the same ammo as your blunderbuss. So, it's...
Oh, okay, cool. Alright. You know, I will... I guess I'll just use the, well, okay, so my theory is that I should use the shotgun on this base, every time on this base, because maybe it's more tailored to fighting Typhon.
Possibly.
So I will use the shotgun.
Okay. On the cystoids?
Yeah, on the cystoids.
Okay.
Just because there's what, 3 left still?
There is 3 left, and they are currently moving in your said direction.
Yeah, I'd rather not get hit by them. Alright, so what do I do? Just the D20?
Yeah, go ahead and roll your shotgun attack on your actions page.
Gotcha.
Ooh, that hits. So go ahead and roll a d6, and this is how... Oh, we'll say since it's a minimum of... I'll say in this case it's a minimum of 2. So go ahead and roll a d6. That is another 6.
Hey.
So you pull back, and you watch them all pop like balloons in series, like... And there is no more cystoids currently.
Bye-bye, cystoids.
Okay.
Alright. So that was my action, and then I can move...
And it is half movement in here, so you can move most likely 3 spaces inside here.
Gotcha. 1, 2, 3. Just off to the side.
Okay. And diagonals also count as 1, by the way, if you want to move diagonals.
Oh. Well, I still want to stay close by.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Once you want your
Just in
D4,
case.
so you can roll by being
within 30 feet of either myself or Edward.
Exactly.
So, is that your turn there, Edward?
I'm good where I'm at, yeah, and that'll be me.
Okay. We'll move to the Weaver's turn. The Weaver is going to move... it moves fairly quick. It is going to move probably right about here. So it gets opportunity attack. If you would like Baron, you can roll with your spell attack. Natural 20.
Critical hit.
Yeah, that is a critical hit. Go ahead and roll. Let me see the...
Okay. Now you die.
Damage. Go ahead and roll another d8 for me too, Baron. And then 4 plus the spell's level is 4, so additional 8 to this, so it'd be 16 total. Wow. Yeah, not too shabby. So we'll add that there. The Weaver is near death after that hit. And in response, it immediately cuts the fire back on. And then it is going to summon more cystoids. So I'm going to roll 2d6 here. Okay. So it goes and spits out 9 more cystoids.
Ah, man.
So I will add a shishtord. So
It's definitely a bruh moment.
where is there so many tabs on this thing? All the tabs! Alright, so the cystoids spawn within 15 feet of it. So I will have that there. And roll for that thing's initiative. Is a 15. Okay, and there is 9 of them. So I will just put 9 in the number. There we go. That makes it easier. We'll say they're right there. They still got a little bit of time, but that is the Weaver's turn. Edward.
Wow.
So there's 9 more cystoids, and then there is the Weaver is on fire again.
Yeah.
If I
So-
hit the fucking thing, it's gonna hurt me, isn't it?
Most
No,
likely.
it was said within 50 feet, right?
No, that's where it spawns the cystoids.
Oh. Whoopsie!
I'm gonna do steady aim.
Gee.
Whoa.
2 nat 20s.
2 nat 20s.
Tell me that's good.
It's gonna
We're gonna do.
bypass fire defense.
I want the narratively. Let's go for this.
Okay. Now you die.
Roll a d100. If it's less than 50, you take out all of the cystoids in addition to the attack. If it's over 50, it penetrates through the Weaver's defense.
Do I just roll it in the chat window?
Yeah, just go ahead and
Or
roll
should
in the
I
chat.
target the Weaver?
So 15. You pull back, and you shoot, and immediately all the cystoids explode. You hit the Weaver, and the backlash does hit you. But you, in addition to canceling out the all the cystoids, you got rid of its affliction, its fiery resistance, and I'm going to reduce the damage that you would take from the actual flame lash. We'll say since it was just starting to flicker on, it's not as effective. So you will take half of this damage. So you will,
Take half of the half damage.
unfortunately not, because it is not an attack. So you take 10. So I'll put that on you. 10 is better than 19, and it is now vulnerable. Again.
Very much so.
Oh, that's my turn, Cordell.
Great
That's
turn,
our
though.
captain.
So, Cordell,
Only taking 10 damage is not that bad. Like,
Yeah.
it's not
That's the
bad.
first time I ever rolled 2 nat 20s.
Yeah.
A 1 in
That's
400 chance.
That's what Edward said as you did that. He said, "That's my captain."
1
I
in
don't know,
400
everybody looked at
chance.
him funny because his voice doesn't sound like that normally. I just said, "Oh, that was a good job."
So, Cordell.
Blast this fool.
2, 3. I'm gonna take my 2 shots. First shot.
First one, crit.
Oh, let's go!
Something's going on, man.
Get him out of the way now. Get him.
Only 20.
That's 3 natural 20s in a row.
Yeah.
3 in a row.
Somebody's hacking, dude. Baron's hacking, dude.
How would you like to do this, Cordell?
I move out to the side about 15 feet and I get a nice clear shot. Shoot in the center of mass.
Alrighty. So as you pull back and shoot, you see it's kind of like a faceless, formless body that has these tendrils coming off of it. And for a moment, you swear it opens up and you can see like a specter's mouth. You can see the eyes opening up and the mouth growing wider as it's like, and it just fades out as you shoot it. Out of combat. And you watch, you start to hear the cycling of what sounds like machinery in the background.
Ooh.
You see the doors immediately to your left and right of those rectangle containment units slide open. And you guys are out of combat. The field behind you that was acting as a preventative measure for the Weaver to stay in there, that was also acting as a preventative measure for you all leaving, flips, and now it is a both-way in and out kind of door.
That's good.
Do we hear any explosions in the black hole?
Nope. That is a good question. You can look. You can see through the glass in front of you too. The doors are still shut. They don't seem to have been opened.
Okay, we'll go back and get our check. Alright, we have a task in hand here tonight. I have one thing I want to do tonight. Okay? And that's fighting Django.
You want to edge? Oh, never mind.
So,
That's all that's on my mind. So
since this dude is dead, I think we can now go make our key card. And let's go find this fucker.
key card. Key
So,
card.
do we see anything interesting in this boss room?
No, not in this room. It seems to be kind of like just a open air containment field for this creature.
Alright.
So are you all going to the right, I'm assuming, or would you like to go to the left?
Oh.
We're going to the right.
Oh wait,
I don't really
wait. Slow down. Quick question. Now that guy we just killed this Weaver, because we can see through. Is that Phantom still there? Is he still a Phantom, or is he back to being a person?
He is still a phantom, and you can see he is steadily walking out, and you can hear heavy footsteps. And it makes this sound like as he's kind of stomping out of the cage.
We should probably go to the right then, huh, fellas? What y'all think? What y'all think about that?
Unless you
We gotta
guys
fight
want to
it.
kill that thing.
I'm
think
always
we
down to
need
kill
it.
stuff.
Let's kill it.
Alright.
We are
Get the
here to
experience.
adventure and kill stuff, and we're all out of adventuring at the moment.
Ooh.
We'll say since you guys know that it's there too, coming from the hallway, you all do get a free round of attacks on it.
Okay. Who
So
wants to go first?
we'll just say everyone go free for all, roll at it and blast away.
Oh, I put on advantage because I want to steady aim this fuckboy.
Yeah, I'll study him too.
Okay.
I will not.
Why can't I roll on him? Every time I roll, it just disappears back.
Nah, I don't know. Maybe you're missing it.
I can't. It's
You haven't
it
targeted
brings
it?
up-
I was able to.
I rolled an 8 and so. Oh wait, what's my damage again?
It should be right next to it where you pulled it off of.
2d8.
Really?
Let's see.
This should have been. I forgot to roll sneak attack.
Oh,
It's
you know,
gonna-
I know why. I am an idiot.
These are my sneak attack.
There we go. Yes, by sneak attack.
Just deal casually 80 damage to this guy real quick. Yeah, so you guys peek around and you look and you see him stomping. You can see electricity running off of him onto the metal floor underneath his feet, and all of a sudden just like it's just like a Looney Tunes or freaking I'm picturing the mask. The like yeah, just taking this dude out, and he hits the ground like a sack of potatoes, and you see his pendant that was on his body fly off of him, and there is a scroll that falls out of his like black interior being, drops on the ground and rolls towards you guys.
A scroll.
A scroll.
Pick it up.
Thanks, Captain. I was gonna do it for you. You usually tell me to pick up stuff, but
Oh, you're just too movie.
The scrolls are how we roll.
You are not sure what spell it is currently.
I
Unless-
got to marry. I come to figure it out.
It is a very fancy looking piece of parchment. That's for sure.
what would one need to be able to decipher it? What skill?
You can do it with Arcana, or you can use Identification on it.
Yo, Arcana really do be one of my things, though. Captain, let me see that shit real quick.
Okay. I throw it at you now.
Okay. So then I roll this.
Okay. Yeah, you
Hey.
toss it over, you immediately know it is the School of Divination. And funnily enough, it is the spell Divination.
You guys have it. I don't.
Divination.
I'll leave it.
Divination essentially lets you... divination lets you essentially ask me, the DM, a question about a goal or event or activity to occur within 7 days, and I offer you a truthful reply.
Ah, I see. So basically, that's our lie detector for the DM.
You can ask God a question, effectively.
You know,
Yeah.
They say, hey, God, give me the answer. And I go, ooh, here you go.
Oh, we'll hang on to that because we definitely might might have a situation come up that may have multiple ways to go about, but we'll ask for the best way to go about it. Yeah.
Is it me, or does anyone else hear something really high pitched?
It's the IOBot. I turned it down.
Oh!
I heard it as well. I was like, oh, that's terrible. Let me turn that off. So, you guys are heading into the fabricator room. You pick up your recycler charge, and you see a couple of materials that are in there now, and you can see the slot. It looks like kind of a reverse receipt. You can kind of like put the paper in, and it sucks it in like a dollar bill out of a change machine. And then you can select that recipe. Currently for this fabricator, it has 2 recipes. It would be the one that you would just put in for the key card, and the second one is neuromods. So you can print neuromods.
Yes, gotta have a neuromod.
Oh, there's still 3 in the backpack.
Yeah, if you want, you can use
Wait,
all
what?
of them.
How
There.
many do we have?
3.
3.
Use all of them.
What are they?
That's a needle you shove in your eye, and it gives you proficiency.
Oh, okay. It's just for proficiencies. Okay.
Yeah, but you start to feel strange after 2 of them.
Oh, that's right.
mhm.
I remember now. I remember that much about the game.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll have a connection with the Typhon then.
So you would like to use a neuromod?
Oh yeah, give it to me.
Okay.
Yes.
Easy enough.
Brother and all.
How many would you like to use? 1 or 2? Because currently no one has done 3.
I can't do 3 because we can build another one, right?
Oh, I could tell you what happens if you want to do a 3rd one. Cordell is the only one knowingly done 2. And he started seeing visions and feeling strange and almost like he's losing himself. Because unlike the game, the neuromods have a little bit of a different effect on your characters.
Okay, I was going solely based off of game experience. Yeah, I'll do 2 then. That's fine.
Okay. So
2 is enough to not make me lose my shit. So
you can add 2 proficiencies of your choice. I'm going to write down in your notes section, you have taken 2 neuromods.
sounds good.
On your skills tab, you can also add a language instead of a skill if you want, or weapon proficiency. But just click a star or add 2 of those. And also you get a new language under your skills called Typhon.
I can speak Typhon. Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Can I get Typhon?
Yes, you did. You did
I
get
did not.
Typhon.
Can I
Is it on-
do...
Oh, it's not on there. I need to add it.
So you
Yeah.
you said click a star next to one of them?
Yep, and that would be giving you the proficiency. In addition, as you put the second one in there, you stab your eye, inject it, you start fading out, and you see this large, very large being drifting through space.
Ah, yes.
And you once again hear a voice. I found you! But it sounds in like this gurgled language that you didn't understand until just now. And as you pull back, your vision fades back in. Your eye is red, and it is dripping this black ink before it heals up.
Very cool.
So
So so it's just the 1 proficiency, and then I have...
you can take 2 because you did 2 neuromods.
Oh, okay. Let's see. It's not a good one. I guess... No, I'll do, Yeah, I'll do investigation.
The neuromod recipe, you would also note, requires Typhon material to create a neuromod, which I don't believe anyone is. Oh, you guys picked up some Typhon material when you recycled the Phantom up in the crew quarters. So ideally, you guys could create another one if you wanted. Probably enough
That
for
would
just
be
one.
not a good idea for 2 of us at least.
So, you guys, would you like to create the key card?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You hit the button, you hear it go, and it kind of does like a 3D print, and then it drops out onto this like little sliding ramp that comes out in front of you.
So we got the key card. Is there a terminal down here?
In here, no.
Alright, then let's head to the deck where we know where Morgan Hugh is at, or aka our boyfriend Jacob.
So we'll say for, if that is what everyone would like to do, we can shortcut it to the bridge. If you would like.
Let's shortcut it to the bridge.
Shortcut it.
Because, and
We'll also say, just for story's sake, so nothing is missed out, as you guys are sneaking your way through the Arboretum, you see what looks to be 2 of those mind-controlled humans off in the distance. And you finally see the source of that disruption. This larger Typhon with a glowing purple eye is drifting at the top of the sort of arboretum where the greenhouse lies on the far south side. You see it just drifting in the distance, unnoticed of your presence. So you guys sneak back to where you guys had found the door previously to the bridge. So let me open up the map for the bridge. The bridge is, thankfully, smaller. It is two floors. There is an office to the left, a command station on the bottom floor, and then the upstairs is sort of like the captain's chair.
That's
Alright, let me drop your guys'
probably where they are.
tokens on here.
I'm gonna fill up my water jug and I'll be back in just a second.
No, you're good. After we finish this, I'm probably going to take a quick break to use the restroom as well. Baron, is the construct still present with you guys? I think it lasts for an hour.
An hour, then yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you'll still be within the time. So it'll be with you.
How long has it been?
To get up here, you're talking about, you're running back to the lobby, taking the elevator up, and then cutting through. So maybe 5 minutes at most.
Okay.
Yeah, you can traverse the space station fairly quickly.
So while our DM is going to go use the restroom.
I was going to say after we do the bridge, unless you guys wanted to.
I thought you were going to go now. I was going to say, Cordell and I, we would heal. I got 2 healing potions, unless Baron wants to use a healing spell, because I don't think this is going to be a pretty fight.
You can attempt to take a short rest if you would like up in here.
And we could do that too. What do you guys think? But we'll lose the construct if we take that short rest.
That is correct.
yeah. I have a Cure Wounds tattoo. 1d8 plus 1 hit points. That's the only thing I got.
3 potions of health. Potions of healing.
You guys got some med packs too, I think.
Really?
No, there's a lot of med packs out there,
Well,
I think.
Medpack doesn't.
Oh, what are we
Well,
coming? in the armory?
Let's say
Can we take that?
we're
Yeah, give
doing
it to
a
you.
short rest. That means I can use hit die.
If you want to take a short rest.
I can use recovery hit dice.
Alright,
Yeah,
we'll
that's
take,
fine.
we'll
gonna
take
take
a
short
short
rest.
rest then.
Okay. So the construct will fade in the effects of the short rest. I also want... Let's see, Cordell. Cordell, roll a d20 for me. Natural 20. I was going to say,
What?
the DC for the first one is 10. And we'll say, since you guys are here, you're kind of huddled up, you're trying to be quiet. You peer out the door from where you came into the Talos I bridge, and you see this Typhon. This Typhon is probably 30 feet tall. And it hisses. And it makes this cat like... as it's running through the Arboretum. Looking, hunting. And you guys laid unnoticed. So you can roll as many hit die as you would
I
like.
don't like that.
If Edward and Cordell, you can use all your hit dice if you would like.
How do I do that?
On
To
your
heal us?
on your main sheet, you have a thing called HD at the bottom. Just grab that and drag it onto the chat, and it'll heal you.
Okay.
And you can roll as many of those as you want.
Oh, I can do that. When do I get that back?
When you take a long rest, you get your hit
When
dice
does it
back.
reset?
Immediately.
Yeah, once you take a long rest, you get all your hit dice back.
Yeah. So
So
apparently I learned that I didn't know I could do this. I'm reading here. So apparently, I can use a bonus action to once until I finish either short or long rest. I can use a bonus to get a psionic energy dice back.
See, there you go.
So what I could do is before we take a short rest, I'm gonna use my bonus to get it.
To get a back one, and then afterwards use it again.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine with me. Baron, anything you would like to do or attempt to do during the short rest?
Mark.
Yeah. The construct here. Going to cast Wither and Bloom, targeting the construct and Cordell.
Okay, yeah, the construct had 22 HP left. So go ahead and... Well, he just gets to use... Well, he expends his hit dice, Cordell would, right? But he doesn't have any more.
Yeah, because I used them all.
You would get the bonus if you want to add the additional bit of your spellcasting modifier to one of the hit dice rolls, if you wanted, Baron. That way, it still gives you the benefit of using the spell because he didn't get to add your spellcasting modifier to any of the rolls before. So, which I think would be an extra 5 HP or something like that for one spell slot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you expend one spell slot, cast a Wither and Bloom, and Cordell, you get an additional 5 HP back.
I didn't mean to do that.
No, you're good. You're good.
Sir.
So, and Edgeworth Goonway, anything that you would like to do during the short rest, as all the allies here are healing and resting?
I would like to create an Eldritch Cannon with legs.
Okay.
A Force Cannon.
Cannon.
Force Ballista, there it is. Force.
Force Ballista.
Yes, sir.
I just need.
And I will name him Little Gunner. Oh.
I think he gets 40 HP as well because it's 5 times
Yeah.
your level.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's my little baby.
You want
My
Force
little
Ballista?
baby Eldritch Cannon.
What is your
Force Ballista, yeah.
spellcasting modifier? Is intelligence, I think. Yeah, 4
Yeah.
plus 3, so you have a plus 7 to hit. There we go. I got him set up in there
Cool.
with
And
legs.
he's got his little baby legs.
He got baby legs. He kind of looks like.
He doesn't have squirrel legs. He's got little baby legs. That's this metal cannon.
I was gonna say, it kind of looks like that thing from the first Toy Story that Sid created with the,
Yeah.
the Barbie legs.
Exactly, yeah. That's exactly what I'm picturing.
So
That's exactly what I'm picturing.
you create your cannon to carry around, and at the end of your short rest, you have evaded the nightmare, and the bridge is yours to explore.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Got to know on the bridge.
We're doing it.
go for it.
Alright, before that, I'm going to because I assume we're going in like we gotta be ready, so I'm gonna use my last emboldening bond. Who wants it?
What is
Well, I
it?
know Django's main target is me.
Yeah, I'm definitely giving you the emboldening bond. That's one. Basically for 10 minutes, you get D4 that you can roll on ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws.
Cool.
But you have to be within 30 feet of anyone else who also has the.
Well, I think that I'm the logical person to get it because you always hide behind me in every combat.
That's
That's
true.
very true.
So,
Protect the wall.
Alright, so yeah, I'll give it to you. For now, and so there's one. So
There
I'm
you
probably not gonna do Baron because he's usually like in the back.
wow, that's called a backhanded compliment. Well, you're always in the back there, Barry.
I mean, he do be in the back.
Wow.
He do be in the back.
I guess
He'll be in the
That's
back
okay.
playing with his spells or something.
I like to think
some
he's just,
tactic.
you know, he's laying on the ground with his spell books open, with, you know, his feet up in the air, just clacking his feet.
Makes
You
you
know,
miss
that
the
was-
days of Edgar.
Funny enough, that was the laying down and shooting spells. That was a strategy. Previous PC.
Yeah. What was Steve's character's name that did that?
Tiblet.
He liked Tiblet. That was Tiblet. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, yes.
That became a strategy. And it's funny because I think it started by accident. That he got prone for some attack, and you're like, oh wow, it's kind of useful, so he kept doing it.
So,
Good
As-
times.
as you guys look
Alright, so
down.
I'll give myself for Edgeward. You know what? I'll give it to Edgeward. Why not?
All right, give it to Edgeworth. It works. Either way, it works.
As you guys look down the main hallway, you can immediately see a whole bunch of magical monitors at the end that are surrounded in the big central area that look like they are meant for sort of controlling and managing this station here. Some of them look to be peripherals for around the space station, internal diagnostics, things of that nature. Immediately to the right in the big room is a kiosk to show employee statuses.
Oh, dude, my internet's going fucking wonky right now.
Yeah,
Hold on.
the storm. Storm.
Join. And
There you go. You back. Okay. So yeah, you see one of those kiosks immediately to the right that gives you the status and location of everyone that has the wristband on.
Can I look at that?
Yes, you can. We'll move you up into the area. Right about here. Currently, Morgan's status is still unknown, but it still shows here in this room.
So what I will do is I will walk right about here, and I will say, come out wherever you are.
There is no response.
I know he's here. He thinks he's the hunter.
Mm,
He doesn't realize he is the hunted.
Okay.
I love it.
that for me. So I could be a part of this. Woohoo! Edgewood has.
Only hide so long, Django.
No response.
We will find you. Well, let's head towards the captain's chair. That's where we want to go.
What about this office? It's right here.
Let's look. Cordell, come to the other side of the door.
Okay, so you look into the office. The first thing you notice is like a big boardroom, big meeting room, and there is a safe in the room. That looks like it takes a code.
Oh.
Alright. Didn't we get a code earlier
Yes, you did.
for a safe?
Yep.
Alright, let's go to. Let me. Before I walk in there, do I see anything that will try to kill me?
Give me a perception check.
On a perception too.
Yeah, you walk into the room and you immediately turn to the right, and Django is sitting right in the. No, I'm just kidding. No, it doesn't look like anything's in the room. No, it doesn't look like anything is in here. You see some like food that's tossed about on the boardroom, like they were having a pizza party of some sort when the shit hit the fan.
Ah, yes, the corporate pizza party before shit hits the fan.
Well, then I will walk over to where the safe is.
Okay, I'll say the safe is right about here.
And then I'll go ahead and try to open it with that code.
Did anyone write down the code?
Garrett, I hope you did.
I hope I did too.
I
You're the
hope.
one who writes everything.
Oh, Hunter died again. Just go ahead and roll a history check for me, Garrett.
Alright.
Alright, while you're doing that, I'm going to run to the restroom.
I'm
While you're doing that.
And I'm gonna cast a guidance on myself.
Okay.
My odds are
When John comes back, everyone should be like, "Holy shit, Django! No, he's fucking killing us all." You remember the code is all sevens, 4 sevens. Doot, 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 doot.
Yeah, that sounds like the code someone really
So-
like told themselves would.
Software engineers definitely.
The better.
I think I bet like a few software engineers that might do that.
So you open the safe, and inside there are 2 things. The first looks to be a very nice pair of bracers. Let me pull up, give an accurate description.
Okay, did we open the safe?
Yep.
What was
No,
in
we got jumped by Django and Edward is dead. Sorry.
there? No.
Here and let it happen.
They are a very nice
Fair
pair
enough,
of
back.
bracers that have these
Yes.
arrows and an elvish insignia on them.
Oh, they go to the L.
They look like, what do they do?
Bracers of archery is what they look like.
Yeah.
Do they help with guns at all?
No, because they have range master gloves.
I think it should go to Garrett.
Actually, no, they do work.
I don't really use the bow.
It actually does. Yeah, it doesn't say with longbows and shortbows. It says with ranged attacks.
Hey.
So I will rule.
+2 to damage.
Yeah,
Is it an attunement item?
indeed it be.
Yes.
Okay, so
Most things that are
They all
pretty powerful tend to be attunement based. The other thing you find, Garrett, is there are 5 arrows in here that are perfectly fletched. They are shiny and glistening and almost radiate this powerful energy off of them.
Alright, so since because right now I think you guys have like, you know, the magic guns and Cordell, you like your short bow or long bow is magical,
Yep.
right? Okay, so because mine is not, so I'm willing to take the arrows, and then one of you guys could decide who gets the
I don't want
braces.
the bracers. Anyone want the bracers?
I'm looking. Let's see, is that +2 to damage or +2 to attack on the
To
bracers?
damage. Damage.
Yeah. Okay. If nobody wants them, I'll take them because I have 1 attunement slot open.
I want them, but I don't know how many times.
Oh, you want them? Oh, you can have.
Pretty sure
I'll
there's
give
how
it
much
up.
attunement slots you have.
You have 3 attunement slots. So
Holy moly.
I will give the arrows here to Garrett.
You sure you're okay with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that. And I was wrong. My longbow is not magical. My pistol and my rapier are magical, but not the longbow.
So the arrows are one-time usage, but they are more powerful ammunition, per se. They are +2 arrows.
Hopefully you don't miss.
Yep.
How do I add the braces then again?
Let me drop it. I have to drop the items for you. And since you guys were able to identify them, I will give it to you as the bracers of archery. It's a +2 to damage roll with ranged weapons.
I only ever use my gun.
So we'll say, since you are tuned to the bracers, your pistol will do an extra 2 damage, and the shotgun. Okay. That is pretty much everything of note in this room. You have a hallway that kind of leads underneath the sort of window ledge here. Because we'll just say this is kind of like a little bit lower part. You have to step down a little bit, and it's underneath the viewpoint of the actual space station command. But that is up to you guys where you want to explore. And then there is also a staircase on the far right side.
Do you guys want to go there, or do you guys want to head upstairs?
Could I have a map, please?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
My internet keeps like timing out.
Very good.
Alright. Where was that? What was this? I forgot. What was this bottom area again?
That's where you came in. Where the yellow dot is the door to get in. And this... Oh, that area. Yep, that area is kind of like a maintenance area. Like, they have a whole bunch of stuff in here for the sort of wiring and whatnot that runs out to the control room.
Do we see any? If why we start walking in here, do we see anything that can help us fuck everything?
At the end of the hallway, because it looks fairly empty until you get to the end of the hallway, there is another med pack and what looks to be a Typhon lure.
I will take the med pack and the Typhon lure.
Okay. Med pack. Does anyone have a Typhon lure? That's interesting. Typhon lure. Okay.
Oh, actually, I'll give the Typhon lure to Garrett.
Nice. I have one.
So I guess I might have two.
Yeah, just add a second one, and then I'll let you guys delegate those up.
Or unless I give one to Edgework.
No, that's okay. I don't need it.
All right then.
That
I'm
is
not very mobile, and you got some stealth on you, so you could be able to perhaps plant one on Mr. Django or Jago, whatever his name is. So when he goes to leave, he gets swum by Typhon.
So, Baron, go ahead and make a perception check for me too in the main control area.
I will head back.
So one thing stands out to you, Baron, in this very center of the room is kind of like a little glass case, almost like in Beauty and the Beast where he keeps the rose inside the glass case. They have something very similar, except it is a token of some sort in the shape of a fan.
What kind of fan?
Let me just show you. If it has a picture.
Like a hand fan. Like one of those.
There you go. Boom.
Oh, okay, yeah, one of those. I kind of like it.
I have no idea what that would
Who cares? It looks expensive. We're pirates. Come on, Captain. Let's take it.
be. Go right ahead.
Is this glass case sealed properly, or like is it the same magic glass from before?
It seems like you could just lift it up and take it.
I'm sure nothing bad would happen if I did that.
Nope. Nothing bad will happen at all.
Oh, that's great.
Give me. Take it. I give you permission to take it without anything bad happening.
All right. Hey, you heard it. You heard it right there, BM. Nothing bad will happen.
Scroll of divination.
That is
Will something bad happen if I take this?
I mean, do we really need a divination for that though? Let's be honest. It looks like just like something of value in a glass case. Is there any type of alarm I can perceive on this box?
Give me investigation.
Oh boy. Shit. Oh, and I'm proficient in it, boy. Come on.
Well, yeah, it just looks more of like almost like a tribute, or almost like this is a token for them, like a representation, a symbol for them. But it doesn't look trapped. It just looks like something of importance. So you lift it up and swipe it, nothing happens. And I will add this item to your inventory, which you guys can identify at your convenience.
Can I identify it right now?
If you would like to take the 10 minutes to do so with the object.
My God, 10 minutes.
Right. 10 minutes, the bomb.
Yeah, we're not. So no, I don't need to do it right now. I didn't know it took 10 minutes.
Let's then head upstairs so we can go to the captain's quarters. The captain's ship.
Okay. So you go up the stairs, which connects on the far right side. And this is the interesting one.
Oh, Jacob.
Don't alert him to our presence, Captain. You must keep your voice down.
I want him to know
I mean,
This is a rogue that's
everyone,
yelling out.
he is the hunted.
everyone knows when Edward's coming. You know what I'm saying?
So, as you guys are starting to move in, the stairs start to feel heavier with an aura. You feel that tension starting to sink in the air. You feel confident that this is where Django lie, in wait for you all. The captain of the castle, so be it. As you guys open into the captain's room that sort of oversees the lower level. Oh, you don't open it?
No, I kicked the door open.
Kick it open. You immediately breach in. You look around. You see what looks to be a very messy office. You look over, and at the very top side of this room, there is a larger captain's chair that almost looks like a spelljamming helm because it has this kind of arch that goes over and puts a helmet where your head would be. So you could kind of pull it down and control the space station. Currently, the back of the chair is facing you guys, so you can't see if anything is on the front side. But the first thing that you do notice is sitting next to the chair on the ground is what looks to be one of the tracking bracelets. And in addition to the tracking bracelet is a severed arm.
And that is Morgan Hughes' arm. I'm gonna take an assumption.
Maybe.
Well, I told Django to turn around in the channel. He didn't do
Who? For what?
that. I you know, to turn around, sitting in that chair, look at us like that.
No response.
He's in. He's in there. If he's not turning around, he is here. Can I get an investigation check?
For what? What are you trying to investigate?
Find him.
So you're going to search the room?
I guess so.
So you come in and search the room. Give me an investigation check.
Investigation skills. So,
Okay. Yeah, as you come in, you're looking and scouring over the room, and then you make your way towards the chair. And you can see seated in the chair looks to be a deceased man. Most likely the captain of this ship, Captain Ollivander. Immediately in his lap looks to be an elegant pistol with a phrase written, it's kind of like carved into the pistol. And it is in a different language.
can I read it?
Let me see. Edgeword is the only one that understands it. For simplicity's sake,
Oh, and
when he comes back, he would translate for you. The phrase means death to mages.
is this gun magical?
It appears to be.
I will take it. Right now. Figure out who gets it. I will take it. Because if he's going to be the person we're fighting, I might want this against him.
You're gonna grab a gun from a corpse. when we know these hijinks and hostages.
We're gonna try it. Let's go for it.
So you grab the pistol. Yeah, it is a pistol.
Alright. And what level of magic is it?
You're not sure, unless you would like to identify it.
And I'll take 10 minutes.
Yep.
So, could you just
Oh, wait a minute, but if you do 10 minutes, you use the bond,
Yeah.
or you rather identify it.
What would be more powerful? If this pistol, say, a +2, it might be more powerful than that bond. That's not fair.
Maybe well, I guess the bond is like it helps like a couple people, plus it gives you rolls on saves. That's not like.
Well, let me ask this question to our DM. How long do we have left in this bond?
Probably, you guys have been in here, I'll say roughly 5 minutes or so.
So we have 5 minutes of this bond left?
Correct. And from your knowledge, it doesn't appear that Django is here.
Yeah, I say if we don't find him in 5 minutes, I say you guys can identify away.
Fair, that works. Is there a speaker system up here in the captain's thing where you can talk to the whole spaceship?
There is a PA. It is downstairs. That is a good question.
Or wouldn't it be in a captain's area?
No, because he's mainly just controlling it from here. Typically, he would have a crew to do that for him.
Is there anything else in here that we see?
In here, no. Just a messy office. Maybe some books scattered about of little to no importance.
If we go down to the lobby, I'm assuming that's where the PA is. Will that
Well, you guys would know. You guys would know that every time you've heard over the PA system before, it didn't matter what room you were in, where you could hear it.
Yeah, I know, but I want to use it.
Oh, it's down on the first floor of the bridge.
Okay, so let's walk down to the first floor of the bridge since it's not inside.
Okay. You find
Last charge.
for what, Baron?
Use the last charge of the one.
Of the one? Oh, okay. So that one doesn't require. That's the one that refills the charges every day, right? And it doesn't require 10 minutes to cast if you use the wand.
That is correct.
So, using the wand, you flick. This is a Mage Slayer pistol. This pistol is a +2 to hit and attack rolls. Any attack from the pistol that triggers a concentration check from the caster has double the DC to maintain the concentration. So if you shoot somebody concentrating on a spell, the DC is a minimum of 20.
So this will be really good against Django.
If you think Django does magic.
We just said that, my ass. Yes, he does magic.
It is a +2 weapon, so that's and magical. That's still pretty good.
So you guys step down and you find a PA station indicated by a microphone that is sort of attached to the panel with a red button next to it.
Before we move forward, since we now know what this weapon is, I go to Cordell. Do you want the weapon? If not, I'm going to keep it. But do you want it? Because I didn't even give you it, I didn't even ask you, I was just really excited.
Pistol of Mage Slaying. Is
If
it
you want it, you can have it.
who took the bracers?
I took the bracers.
Who took the bracers?
Or would you rather have the bracers?
Let's see. I think that would be a fair trade. I take the bracers of archery, and you take the new pistol.
Works for me. Give them the bracers back.
You have to drag it off your character sheet onto the chat. You can grab it. And I will drop the other one for you. I'm updating your character sheet real quick too to put the bonuses back. That's just a name. You have to grab the bauble.
Nice.
There you go. And the Mage Slayer pistol is boop.
Sweet. Oh, that does plus fucking 10. 2d6 plus 7. Let's go. This is gonna be fun. So it's a plus 2 pistol?
Yes.
Ooh, let's go.
So, what would you like to say over the PA?
Oh, Django, wherever you may hide.
And you all
We're looking for you. Meet us at the lobby.
hear over the PA throughout the room. Shh, Django, meet us in the lobby. Just sort of shortening what you said, but it sort of reverberates throughout the whole station. You'll hear back from a different PA a voice you've heard before in Alex Yu, the CEO. Morgan, what are you doing here? I haven't seen you in so long. And you'll hear a different voice. Oh, you know, brother, it's been some time since I've seen you. I had to stop by, for old time's sake. Morgan, what are you doing? And the feed goes slack.
Where's the terminal at? Where did he just
You run over to the terminal. Shows in the Arboretum.
Ladies and gentlemen, Autobots, roll out.
That's where we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to use the restroom and get a beverage. Because, in addition to it saying in the Arboretum, it would be... his office is called the Stairway to Heaven. Or the Top of the World. Something by those names. And you'd seen it before. It looked like there was a lift that would go up to this building on the top of the Arboretum. But previously the lift was powered off. As you guys step outside now, you see the lift is powered on.
Perfect.
So, I shall be right back.
Thank you, sir. Much obliged for them bracers.
No problem. I can't take everything, that's not fair. So, gotta share. And that pistol was really cool. I've been wanting a new gun. You know who's gonna really want? That fucking McCrae. I want his fucking pistol. Something happens to that fucker. I want his gun. Actually, he did die. We saved his ass.
He did, yeah. Well, mostly you guys. I think that was the fight where I died.
Yeah, no. McCrae died. You died, I think, the fight before that fight. Because we rushed your ass into that
Oh yeah,
that
yeah,
water,
that's
and
right.
then
That's
your
right.
little
Because I
girlfriend
died.
came to rescue your ass.
Yeah.
And that's when I embarrassed myself with
Yeah.
my female skills. I remember that.
Yeah, that was before. I think that happened before Garrett died, but then he died, and with the help of you guys reviving plus Sage to get back in. Yeah, then I had the revivify, and McRae was dead because he held the fort, and I revived him. Yeah, that's right. I remember now.
Edgeworth, did you return yet? I'm assuming not.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back too.
Okay. Daniel, how are you doing? Since you get to ask you that question. Okay, maybe he's not there. Well, Brett, I guess it's just the two of us.
It's just two of us. It's all good.
Everyone.
All good. All right. I think I am set for this next round of action.
I want to fight Django tonight. I don't want to wait 2 weeks. I want to fight him tonight.
All right, we're in for the long haul then, huh? I also is everybody here?
No, everyone freaking water. It's just me and Brett.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know where Daddy was. I asked them how he's doing. He didn't answer, so I'm assuming he's not there. And then Lewis said he'll be back.
Dandy, you gotta crank up your volume on your mic a little bit, my guy. It is always so quiet. I have you at 200%, and it's about the same volume as IO'd on 5%.
I have you at max too, and you're very hard to hear.
Pump it louder. So we need Arboretum. We need Arboretum 2.
And I'm assuming that's where we're headed.
Well, let me put all these in here. The palace on top of the world. So let me... actually, I'll just wait until... Lewis, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Junta?
Do you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Okay, I'm back.
Perfect.
Okay.
Whew.
So, being able to...
Stiff Hunter.
You can take the grav shaft up here. But also before, when you guys were walking out of the bridge, I want everyone to make a perception check. And the DC is very high.
Okay, perception.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself then. And everyone gets a +4.
shit.
Not everyone.
Perception.
Just Cordell, Edgeworth, and Edward. You get a
funny.
+4.
Good job,
Damn.
there.
All right,
Not
so
good.
that's 22 per Cordell. Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Natural one.
I'm gonna re-roll. Halfway.
So
And
even...
I got a nat.
Okay, go ahead, you can act. The DC I had set for this was 25. And I will say the nat 20 would be enough. And Garrett, as you guys are steadily walking out, something pulls to your attention. And you look back and you see a slight flashing red light on one of the monitors. And when you look out in the distance, we're talking deep into the void. You can see something big coming. And you can tell it's big. Just from how big it looks, even for how far it is. You can tell something big is coming. You can feel it.
Oh yeah, I love big things.
Oh no! Don't tell me it's what I think.
So,
I love big things.
It's one of those fucking giant shark fuckers. Remember when we went to that bar out in the edge of space? You guys remember that? And when I got my with that thing you have, Cordell, in your head,
Yeah, the Mind Flayer tadpole.
Mind Flayer, yes. When we killed the Mind Flayer cast and I got my Mind Flayer. Remember that big fucking creature we saw there?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's what's coming. I bet money that's what's fucking coming. That's the biggest thing we've ever seen out in space.
Well, I know Pat, and Pat's been dying to throw the giant space Tarrasque at us. So
the space Tarrasque.
This
astronaut.
This is a thematic dungeon though, and thematically in the game there is a Typhon that is like a world ender.
Probably astronaut.
So that
Yeah, the Dreadnought. That's a... John thinks it's the Dreadnought. Which for you too, Hunter. Yeah, they have seen this thing. Yeah, and that thing is roughly the size of a small planet. So, this, you can't tell exactly what it is from the distance and how dark it is in space. But you can just feel the presence, Baron and Garrett. But as you come up into the office, it has like this elegant boardwalk that goes around this little office building in the middle. On the right side, it's like a nice little garden, like a self-kept garden. And then you have a door that is opened up into the office right here. And the door is currently open. And you can see blood starting to run in probably about halfway into the room on the far right side through the doorway.
I start walking down and I say, Jacob.
There doesn't appear to be a response.
You know, it's those creepy, scary movies where they're trying to say the person's name just to freak them out. That's what I'm trying to do.
So also in here, when you get a little bit closer, there is a like wooden lattice that runs right here, so you can see through the slats of the lattice, but it does act as a partial cover wall. Just for knowledge. As you start walking up, Edward, you see this heavier set Oriental man that is laying on the middle of the floor, dead.
And that is Alex.
Yes.
I remember him. I didn't know it.
That's the brother. That's Morgan's brother, dude.
Yep.
Yep.
As you peer in, or get a little bit closer, Edward, you see what looks to be a chair rocking back and forth. You can see the shadow just moving inside the room.
Shadow knows.
I know who it is. I have been looking for it. Turn your ass around
improve the effects now. The D4 is straight up automatic.
You see this person as soon as you come in. Oriental man. His full right side of his body at this point, where the bracelet was made, or where the bracelet was on, is fully Typhon. He turns and looks at you. I knew it was going to be some time for you all to come hunt me down. But you don't understand. I had a mission that had to be complete, and you all were getting in the way. It was nothing personal. These people are... They did things to my kind. To me. You don't know what the neuromods are, do you?
Oh, we know what they do. We have people that need music, but that doesn't give us not even a flying fucking story.
It was for the betterment of my species. They take my brethren and they shove them into a needle to inject within other people, taking our abilities and granting them to other people. Sick race does that. You all deserve to perish. And you all deserve to perish for trying to stop me from this goal.
As he's giving his speech, I try to shoot.
Okay. No, there is no undetected. You're watching, and he's watching you, and it's all about quick on the draw, which is where the initiative comes in. As you pull out your pistol, he glares at you, and you feel this presence overcome your body, and he points at you as you're pointing your pistol. So we're gonna roll initiative. Only a 15.
Wow.
Two.
Wow. I rolled an 11 total.
As this conversation is happening, too, by the way, we'll finish the initiatives and then we'll get into it. As this conversation is happening, the whole space station is rocked and starts to shake back and forth like a violent earthquake. Baron being outside with Garrett, too, you immediately look up as the world around you has suddenly gone dark. The glass of the arboretum, the roof that you were under, is suddenly enveloped in a black Typhon body. As the apex, which is roughly the size of the space station, is now wrapping its arms, crushing the roof of Talos I. You see it pierce through, and you hear one thing. Microgravity detected. So now you all are in the vacuum of space. Half movement, drifting through the arboretum. So we're going to kick things off. Edgewood, you are the first on the jump with you and your little cannon.
Yeah, baby.
And let me put his token where he would be sitting here.
Motherfucking shot.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a shot with my dusty shotgun. Yeah.
That hits.
Woohoo! And here's some of that.
Yeah, I think we need some appropriate battle music for this.
Yeah, let me...
Hey.
So he does seem, as you pull back and shoot him here, let me play this damage. He seems to be wearing nicer leather armor. And he has this really fancy pistol, and he has these gloves on that look like he handles the pistol a little bit better. So that was your hit there. Edgeworth Goonway. Do a nice little clip of damage.
I hide behind the what do you call it? The teeth? No, not the teeth. What is it?
The lattice inside the room.
Lattice. I'm gonna take a step behind this lattice, and I get to go for my Eldritch Cannon too. Does that
Alrighty.
go like with me, or is that like
5,
a
10.
turn?
It acts on your initiative, I believe, for your Eldritch Cannon.
Okay.
Never
So,
played
and I start
this.
the
Let me see.
Force cannon, or force ballista has a range of 60 feet, was it?
I believe so. I'm reading it now. As a bonus action, you can control your cannon. You can direct it to move.
Excellent. So it moved. I mean, yeah, I guess.
And the Force Ballista goes 120 feet. And I moved it in there already.
120.
So
Okay, so he's already. Can I position him in the corner of the room, just one spot over?
Yep. Stay there.
Just do like a little corner snipe.
Alrighty. Yeah, you tuck him into the corner there.
I'm gonna.
There we go.
We're gonna have a nice little fire at Mr. Django.
Go ahead. Do you have access to the stat sheet here? Let me drop it for you. So under the Force Ballista, there is a ranged spell attack. Go ahead and drop that on the token on the map.
Force Ballista, range spell attack. Drop it on Mr. Morgan. You.
Yep.
Hit him. Oh,
That
almost a 7.
misses, unfortunately. Just barely misses.
Oh, damn.
Did it roll the D4?
The ballista doesn't. The ballista doesn't get the D4.
No, I mean
Ballista.
every attack roll with the bomb.
That was for the Force Ballista. The ballista is its own
okay,
entity.
Yeah, it's the attack roll. Yeah, that's right.
That
It
is
doesn't
for me.
affect the damage, just the attack.
Yeah, but it's also the Force Ballista itself. It's not Edward Gunway that's making the attack.
Right.
True, yeah, that's
So,
Okay.
is that your
Well,
turn?
it sucks that missed. Yeah.
Unfortunately, for Captain Kenway here, he points his finger at you, and he is a bounty hunter, and he is going to use his bounty hunter abilities. He's going to use his bonus action to use Marksman Eye. You immediately see his eyes tunnel in on you, and he's looking for a weak spot on your body. He flips the pistol out, and you see it is a black pistol with a skull on it. It is a revolver of certain death. He is then going to make 3 pistol shots at you. He's going to take sharpshooter for the first one. That is a 26 to hit.
And I get paid out.
Yes, you can if you'd like.
60.
Let me just roll all the damage on you,
Okay.
and then I'll reduce it, because it's a lot. So the first, here's the dice, 2d8. You are his bounty, so you take an additional d8. You take 10 piercing from the marksman, and then 1d8 from the marksman eye. So you take a total of 26, but you have the first one. That was really, really low, actually. It would be 28. Bad math. There we go. So that was the first shot. Then he looks and turns at you again, and he will make another sharpshooter attack at you.
Oh, that was the first shot. That was.
Second one misses. He's going to take another sharpshooter attack. Natural 20.
Oh, it's gonna. Oh no.
Bye-bye, Captain.
And I
Sorry,
can't
dude.
do-
Oh, it's nice knowing you, Captain.
Unfortunately, you can't do it twice. It takes a
You're
reaction.
now the captain.
So you take that, an additional 2d8 because you're his target, and an additional 10. So you are at... did it to the wrong person before. So you are at 44 there. So he blasted you. He's going to use Action Surge and make 3 more attacks.
What the fuck?
Hits with the sharpshooter.
Jeez.
Oh, Lord.
You are down.
Captain's fucking dead.
So immediately you run in. He swears you as an enemy, and he blasts you down. And then he's going to turn his target. Currently, he can only see the cannon. He is going to wait and point his finger to choose his next target. But he will take his last 2 shots. He'll just take normal shots at the cannon because he doesn't know how hard the cannon is to hit. So that's a hit. And then I'm going to put the music on after this. And misses the second one. So that will be his turn. He will sit up from the chair. I am indeed subtracting the -5 for the short range. Or for sharpshooter. He will sit up from the chair and move 1, 2, 3 to just try to get an idea of who's coming inside. And that will be his turn. We'll go to Cordell. Oh, I also have one more bad piece of news for Edward Kenway. Since it is the Revolver of Certain Death, you cannot regain hit points until the start of his next turn.
Ah, that's so... Okay. Basically, we just gotta go, oh man, he's dying. Anyways.
So, Cordell.
Alright. I'm gonna do a cold shot on my first pistol attack.
That hits.
Nice.
And then that's going to be a... You need to add 10 more points to that damage for the cold shot.
Sounds good.
So that's 25 total. And then I'm going to do another cold shot on him. That's a hit. I'll add it this time.
Good damage. Woo!
Alright, that's 25 and 27, so that is 52 points of damage at this point. I'm going to take and move 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move to there. And yeah, that'll be my turn. This is
Okay.
about to get really uncomfortable, ladies and gentlemen.
Baron.
I will cast slow in this general area. I don't have to see anybody,
Okay.
but I would just have
Careful spell.
Django be the only target.
Okay.
I don't even have to do that. I just have to say Django is the only one that's going to be altered,
Perfect.
and I'm going to heighten it, making him disadvantage on the save.
Okay.
2.
Two 19s on the dice, unfortunately. He looks at you, cracks his neck, and he starts to revert a little bit to that Django appearance.
I will move out of sight.
Okay, sounds good. Edward, go ahead and make a death saving throw for me, please. That is a success. Garrett.
Do I start standing up or no?
Nope. You need
Oh, then 3.
you need 3 to stop dying. You need a 20 to come back with 1 health.
Okay, so do I see the areas like slow?
Nope. It didn't land.
Sure, if you take them.
The slow didn't land, unfortunately, Garrett.
Either way, I see that that area is
shot to shit by the person we know as Django.
He's definitely making a muck of it.
Okay. Alright, here's what I'm do here. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
I use my action to cast a Spare the Dying on the captain.
Okay, so he is no longer dying. He still will make the save to see if he stands up.
Thank you.
So though, how fitting it is that our captain, this is your little, battle here, and you get down on the front. We're fighting this battle for you.
I knew he was gonna hit me first. I knew that walking.
And I think what I'm gonna do is gonna move again. 5, and I'm actually going to use my bonus to dash.
Okay.
And that'll be end my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, since this is the first round of initiative, you see a giant tentacle come through and it cleaves the room completely in half. So now there is a massive crater in the middle of the room. From here to there. And it's the full gap, the full 10-foot gap. But you guys do have partial anti-gravity now, so you can kind of float over if need be. You see this tentacle that cuts through the room is just massive. It's easily hundreds of feet long. Slap through it like nothing.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were like not speaking, right?
We'll say it's fine for the first one. It's starting to get worse at this point for the anti-gravity. But you see him. He's like, you could have just let me go. It's not too late. So Garrett, that's your turn. Edward Gunway.
That's my turn.
Yep.
Anyways, let's see.
Let's see, guys. What do you think?
What do you guys think? Should I cast heat metal on his gun? It just makes his a metal object or something of that matter get red hot and deal fire damage.
Yeah, he either has to drop it or he has to fire with disadvantage if he's holding it, and takes the damage.
Which might be a good idea, honestly.
I think that's a great idea.
I think I will cast heat metal.
I like. You peer right through the little slats here, and you just you point at him, heat metal, and his gun lights on fire and turns like a glowing red iron. And you see him, he's holding it in pain, and you just see his arm, which is already black, it wraps more and more Typhon tendrils around the gun to keep it in his hand, so he's not letting go. But he will take the disadvantage on all of his attacks, and he will take the damage as he's just gritting through the pain. And he's just staring at you. So you do get to go ahead and roll damage, I believe, since he is choosing not to let go.
2d8 fire on Mr. This man.
That is good damage. You immediately see he starts splitting some of the Typhon tendrils off of him. So that was your action.
Yeah, so that was my action. I'm probably not gonna move because I'm still behind this little thing here. So like a little bit of cover. Maybe like 1 over. Just so I'm like a little bit off. Actually, we'll move 2 over. Move 2 spaces over.
Okay.
That way I'm not exactly where I'd casted the spell from, just in case he gets to, look at the idea in his head.
He can see you through the slats. It's kind of like looking through like partially open blinds. So he just sees you like.
Yeah.
But you do have your cannon if you would like to use for your bonus action, or to move it and fire.
I wanna shoot this bitch. Well, I mean, still in the corner. I don't really need to move him. He's got 120 feet of range.
He's just like a sentry. Fire the cannon!
Fire the cannon!
Oh, it's like keeps rolling.
Yes.
That hits. Go ahead, roll the damage.
Lag a bit there.
It's so laggy.
It was so laggy. It was so laggy. That is 5 damage to Django. He is definitely
pushes him back
bloody. 5
5
feet. He gets shunted
Damn.
back a little bit. He's still gritting his teeth, just like,
That'll be my turn.
Okay. At the start of Django's turn, the wounds on Edward Kenway partially close up a little bit, indicating he can be healed once again. He then looks through the blinds at Edward Goonway, who now has caused his pistol to be melted essentially to his hand. He's essentially welded this pistol into his hand to prevent from letting go, so he will fire at disadvantage as he's sitting here just holding on to it. And he's just struggling to aim at you, but he's going to swear you as his next target. So, and he will make the attacks at disadvantage, and you do have 5 extra to your AC because of the cover of the slats. That is a 29 to hit, unfortunately.
Oh.
So you will take
What is
2d8 plus an additional d8, because you are his sworn target. Then he will make 2 more attacks at disadvantage at you. First one. 16 with the 5 to your AC. What's your AC? Your AC would be 20, so that one misses. And then this last one. That also misses. He's going to drift out the back of the door, and you're going to see he's going to pull out what looks to be a little flask of some sort that has this red liquid inside, and you'll hear him pop it open, glug 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 glug, and he is going to heal up a little bit.
What a douche.
Heals for 34. And he will continue to drift out the back. As he turns around and looks at you, still clenching onto that fiery revolver. I will say, too, Edward Goonway, you cannot be healed this turn either, because of the pistol shot. You sort of have this bullet wound on you, but for some reason it's not healing over. It's just continually pumping the blood. So that will be his turn. Cordell. You watch. He pulled out a larger potion than most of you have, and popped it and drank it.
All right, I'm gonna 1 over. All right, I'm gonna do a called shot.
He will have partial cover if you're shooting through the slats, unless you want to move around the slats.
Nope, does not have. It does not have any effect on sharpshooter.
On cover. That is true. I forgot about that for his. I'll have to remember that for next time.
All right. Second attack.
20 damage again.
Cold shot.
That hits.
It's a hit. There we go.
22.
Wow,
That's
I'm
good
climbing the
damage.
ladder.
You
All right.
wanted
So that was 1. And then let's see, I moved 1. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It is in the atmosphere
turn.
currently, so you can move 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's where I'll move.
Okay.
All right. Because I moved 1
Around the pillar.
2 forward. Yep. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yep. That's my turn.
Okay. Baron.
Okay.
Baron be sharing.
Team. I'm gonna twin cast haste on myself and Cordell.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use a second action to dash back. And then bonus action use second level spell slot to gain 3 sorcery points back.
Okay.
2, 3. And that will do it.
Perfect. Edward, go ahead and make a death saving throw for me, please. We'll just see if he gets up. He's not dying actively, but just see if he gets the 20 to get up. Edward, as you're kind of laying here unconscious, you see almost like flashbacks of the time at Nam. You're on a pirate ship. It's a large typhoon that's happening, and you're battling back and forth with this other pirate ship. You see this man with this scar over his eye, balding older man that looks to be wearing a nice butler cloak. He's behind the wheel of another pirate ship. He raises his arm, and you start to see the typhoon increase in intensity before a whirlpool swirls underneath your ship. You hear the screams of your crew. "Captain, we're going down! We're going down!" Before your ship folds in on itself. And then we'll continue to Garrett's turn.
This man's life really flashing before his eyes.
Right? I'm assuming my next turn I do another saving to see if I stand back up.
You need the 20, unless you get healed. Unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Alright, I think right now here's a good time to go in. Do I have line of sight here?
I'll say yeah. I can see it through the line test. We'll say the door is a little bit bigger than it is too, because it's kind of like a wimpy chump door.
Trying to get rid of this pointer.
I got you.
Alright, first off I'm gonna use my my bonus action here. I think it's the time to use it. Gonna use one of my tattoos.
Okay.
3rd level healing word.
Okay.
On Edward.
So go ahead and roll 3d4. And we'll say intelligence is your spellcasting modifier. We'll give you wisdom, because that is your highest of the modifiers.
Yeah, I think I have the spell right here. I'm just gonna add like two more dice.
Yeah, it's 3d4, and then we'll say your bonus to it is we'll use wisdom because that is your highest mental
Yeah, I
stat.
have set to wisdom here.
Perfect. Oh yeah, you're also a cleric, so yeah, wisdom makes the most sense anyway. Is the cleric. So Edward, as you feel the ship crumbling in on itself, collapsing in the middle, folding in like a cell phone, like an old cell phone, and starting to dip under the water in this whirlpool. You are immediately wake back up here in the moment.
Do I start to stand yet, or will that be on my turn?
That will be on your turn. But you are awake. And he is currently not have you as his bounty. So the likelihood he will shoot you again is probably pretty low. So that was your bonus action there, Garrett. What would you like to do for your action?
Double wrap it. Double wrap it
So
back.
now my action, I'm going to unleash a second blade attack at Morgan U,
Okay.
or aka Django.
That hits barely. Unfortunately, no sneak attack.
No sneaky.
Damage is damage. He's looking a little hurt.
And I'm going to step back here.
Has he used his reaction yet? No, he hasn't. I think in reaction to that shot, he is going to use Typhon Fortitude. And you see, as you shoot him, the bullet, or your blade, your psychic blade cuts into him. You watch it heals up a little bit. That will be his reaction. So is that your turn there, Garrett?
So move. Yeah, I think that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Step back here and kind of see what's going on in the fight.
At the end of the initiative, you will hear Django or Morgan Yu start speaking, which Cordell in Edgewood would understand. He's essentially giving direction and coordinates. As you see this giant Typhon arm come slamming through the roof. I want Edgewood, Cordell, and Garrett to make dexterity saving throws. As this giant arm of the apex comes slapping through. That is a success. That is a success. 3 successes. So Cordell and Edgewood, not having evasion, you will take half of this damage.
Okay.
And Garrett, with evasion, will take 0. So you both take 15.
Awesome.
There we go.
Fuck the apex.
That's a lot better than dying, I guess.
Yeah. So, speaking of which, Edgewood, it's your turn.
Speaking of dying. Alright, I gotta get to line of sight. If I move these 3 spaces, would I be line of sight right now?
That is correct. And also, where you guys got hit by that thing, there is now a crater. Like, underneath. It goes straight through. Like, chops through the whole arboretum. So you guys are currently floating over, like, the chasm, per se.
Cool. Man, would it be really cool if I got a really good attack in here? Alright, shotgun.
Okay. He doesn't have his reaction, so he can't partially heal. Natural 1, unfortunately.
Aw, shoot him. Hang on, does evasion use reaction?
It does not. Evasion does not, so you can give second or bountiful luck if you would like.
So I can get bountiful luck, so you can re-roll that.
So you can re-roll the attack if you would like.
I'm going to. Gotta be better than that one.
There we go.
So you're kind of shaking before you pull the trigger. You feel like one of the apex tendrils kind of smacks your gun right in the correct direction, and then you fire, and it hits him.
All right, here we go.
That is some damages. He's looking hurt.
All right. And then Eldritch Cannon.
Eldritch Cannon
Would I guess it would move. My Force Ballista would move over. What? Yeah.
I say there, you can see it.
It's where you can snipe him. Okay, and then we pull it back up. Force Ballista.
Or you could also use your bonus action to re-trigger your heat metal. But since you already rolled it, we'll say the ballista shot him.
Alright. I'll roll the Ballista. Okay, since he's off, there's like a wall behind him.
No, that is like... You guys are currently up above in the whole Arboretum. This kind of like just drops off a cliff. But since it's low gravity in here, you can fly.
Okay, so because I'm hitting him with this,
it will push him into the open air.
it'll,
So kind of...
okay. Would that give us an advantage on him since he's doesn't have his feet placed, or?
No, neither do you guys currently. You're kind of like struggle kicking your feet as you go. But it did do some good damage to him.
11 damage. Okay.
He's officially over 100 points done.
I guess I'm done. Alright. I guess move my Eldritch Cannon back to the corner so it's not in anyone's way.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. At the start of your turn, that bullet wound that had given you before, Edgeworth, it finally closes up a little bit, so it stops the bleeding, so you can be healed again. He is going to use his bonus action to declare his marksman eye on you, Edgeworth, and he will make the first attack at disadvantage. Oh, yeah, I'll take the revolver certainty at that. Normal, no sharpshooter. 18 hits, unfortunately. So you will take 2d8 plus a d8. Oh, you're already down. So
I'm down.
I think that drops heat metal, so he no longer has the disadvantage on his shots. He is going to fly over here, and he is going to declare Cordell as his next bounty. And then he is going to proceed to take 2 more shots with no more disadvantage, but he is going to sharpshooter. Why was that at disadvantage? Oh, you have the cloak.
Because I have the cloak of displacement.
Correct. So the first one misses, and then he will fire the second one. Is it 18 misses? Dang! Okay. Probably barely, right? Yeah, barely misses.
Yeah. I'm glad he missed, because if he hit, it would knock out the displacement until I started my next turn.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any more action surges. So, that was 5 feet. I think he's going to flitter behind the wall over here. I think that would make the most sense for him. He wants to get out of the range of Cordell. So that will be his turn. Cordell, you see him kind of pop in and then drift back over to the right.
Okay. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm still in the vacuum area.
Correct.
Okay. So that's as far as I can move. And he is, he's got complete obstruction.
Mm-hmm.
Between me and
You're hasted.
All right.
You are hasted. That is correct. You could use your action to dash if you would
I am
like.
hasted, so I... Well, that should Okay, so if I'm hasted... Okay, so it doesn't double my movement.
You can use your hasted action to dash, I believe.
No, that's what I'm saying. I thought haste doubled my movement.
It is. It's regular movement. It's doubled.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, so that'd be 3 more spaces. 1.
It's almost
Two.
like regular movement now.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he's still at just the right angle. I can't get a shot on him. Let's see. And if I want to do that. Let's see. So if I'm hasted and I use dash, that I still would not be able to attack, correct?
You'd get at least 3 more squares, so you could, and then you just use your normal attack to get your 2 attacks off.
Okay. Okay.
So he sees you, and he's like, "Whoa! How the hell did you get over here so quick?"
I just don't even have a pithy comeback for that. I'm just going to take, what is it, 2 shots?
Okay.
Normal attack. Alright.
That hits.
17.
He, in reaction to the first shot, he is going to use the Typhon Fortitude again.
And this time I'm going to call shot.
Also hits.
That's it.
You didn't get 3s this time. He's looking really rough, to say the least.
Alright. Okay, so I've moved. I've pasted. Fuck it. I'm going to return the favor. I am going to extend my action, sir.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm not going to do the called shot on this first one.
Hits.
That's a hit.
He's looking very, very rough.
I'm going to take my chances. Called shot on this one.
Misses, unfortunately.
Oh, that one's missed. Alright. And that'll be that.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Baron. Great turn, though.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna yell at Captain. He wants a redemption. Then I'll do it.
I want to kill
I'll let you take the answers.
You're
I
gonna,
will chaos warp Captain.
you're gonna warp his ass over? That's so awesome.
No.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Finish the job, Captain. Finish the fight.
Yeah, that's freaking
And
insane.
then
It also removes the prone effect.
I mean, if you'll let me out, I'll spare the dying with my hasted action.
I'll give it to you. Why not?
Let it.
I'll give it to you. It's fine. It's a cantrip.
Edwards, you're not dying anymore. And Captain will do the rest. That's my turn.
Okay.
That's it.
So, Edward, you get... Actually, you don't even need to stand up. You get teleported in, you're like right there next to him.
Okay. I say to our end of this day, one shall stand, and one shall fall. And I will take steady aim on him and fire.
Okay. Just don't get 2 1s. That's a natural 20.
Wait!
How would you like to
Wow.
do this, Edward Kenway?
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. That's
Now you die.
that's a lot of damage.
It goes right to his head.
So you teleport in, and for a moment, the scene kind of flashes between yours and his face, staring at each other over and over and over. And you pull up your shotgun, or your Mage Slayer. You pull out the Mage Slayer pistol. You point it right at him, and pull the trigger. You see, for a moment, the black essence that was on the left side of his face, or the right side of his face, peels off, and you see the Typhon gets ejected from his head. And as he drops to the floor, you see the full embodiment of Morgan Yu, and he just says one word to you. Thank you. You guys are
I will
out of combat currently.
I will take my Mage Slayer pistol, and if you ever remember, you guys played MW2 where Soap flips the gun and hands it to Ice, like the prison scene. I do that, and I give it to Cordell. Because I walk over to, what's his name? Django's body, and I pick up that revolver.
Okay. It is a revolver of certain death.
I will take that, and I give Cordell the Mage Slayer pistol.
Okay, let
I
me
will
drop
take
you.
the Mage Slayer pistol then.
I've always used revolvers, you always use pistols.
So during this, all this sort of unfolding too, you guys trying to loot what you can off of Morgan Yu or Django. The world is still crumbling from the apex that's above, crushing the Arboretum. It's getting harder and harder to breathe at this point. And your two combatants that are with you, non-combatants, one of them will cast Air Bubble on all of you, so you can all breathe. The other one's just like, whoa, that was fucking crazy. As you guys are sort of collecting the things of Django real quick, there is the leather garb of certain... I'll have to make the pistol, because I didn't do that one yet. But there is a studded leather armor that he was wearing that was nicer. So I'll drop it all in the party sheet for the moment, and then we can continue the narrative. And then he had range. I didn't make the other one yet either. I'll have to make those. So I have to make two magical items.
This pistol back.
I have
Plus
a question.
Yes.
I know there's certain prerequisites for like proficiencies.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to take one of these mods, would I be able to get proficiency in medium armor, or would I have to get light armor first?
I would say you could probably jump straight to the medium, because it does give you strength benefits for certain cases.
If we can retcon to have me take one mod, then
That's fine. You guys do have one more mod on you, so
oh, okay. No, okay. Sorry.
yeah. So just mark you have one neuro mod. Also, as you guys are sort of in this environment that the world is crumbling around you by this apex, this giant Typhon creature that is here to wreak havoc on this space station for what's been done to its people, its kind. The space station is starting to creak and rip at the seams as the windows are broken. The whole space station is starting to collapse. You just hear in the distance As all of you sort of turn for a moment to look up at the sky, you see Monstro, the giant whale that you had previously saved, grabs the Typhon and rips it off of the space station and starts to drift off into the distance. And that is where we are going.
That just made me think of that Steve Buscemi scene in Billy Madison where he crosses the name off the list in lipstick when he sells rifle. Yeah.
So, as Monstro carries off the Apex deeper into the distance, you guys are out of combat and in the drifting space station, leaving Django and the story here unfolded. And that's where we're going to pick it up next time.
Nice.